What is aggravated DWI in New York and what are the penalties? Aggravated DWI in New York is treated as a far more serious offense than a standard DWI because it involves either a very high blood alcohol concentration or driving while impaired with a child in the vehicle. The law sets a clear threshold and strict penalties, and understanding how these cases are handled in Manhattan can help someone make informed decisions after an arrest. New York defines aggravated DWI as driving with a BAC of 0.18% or higher, which is more than double the legal limit. The charge can also apply when a person drives while intoxicated or impaired with a child aged 15 or younger in the car, a situation covered under Leandra's law. These cases can lead to harsh consequences, and early guidance from a lawyer at a law firm familiar with Manhattan courts may help reduce the impact on someone's life. Aggravated DWI falls under VTL Section 1192, 2A, and the offense is treated more severely because it is seen as conduct that increases risks to public safety. A high BAC aggravated DWI is a misdemeanor for a first offense, while a charge involving a child in the vehicle is a Class E felony even when there are no prior convictions. When these arrests occur in Manhattan, arraignments take place at Manhattan Criminal Court at 100 Center Street. Misdemeanor aggravated DWI cases stay in criminal court, while felony cases may move to New York County Supreme Court if indicted. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office prosecutes these matters, and knowing where the case will be heard helps a person and their attorney prepare for the steps ahead. The penalties for aggravated DWI in New York City are significantly higher than those for a basic DWI. A first aggravated DWI brings a fine ranging from $1,000 to $2,500, possible jail time of up to 1 year, and a 1-year license revocation. A second aggravated DWI is usually charged as a Class E felony with fines between $1,000 and $5,000, up to 4 years in prison, and at least an 18-month revocation. A third offense often becomes a Class D felony carrying fines between $2,000 and $10,000, up to 7 years in prison, and at least an 18-month revocation. Courts may require completion of alcohol education or treatment, and an ignition interlock device is commonly ordered. The DMV may also require participation in the impaired driver program. Cases involving injury, death, or multiple prior violations within certain time periods can result in even harsher penalties. Some people want to know whether aggravated DWI is always a felony. A first aggravated DWI based solely on a BAC of 0.18% or more is usually a misdemeanor in Manhattan, while a second aggravated DWI within 10 years is commonly treated as a felony. Felony charges can bring lasting consequences for employment, licensing, and family life. In these situations, an attorney can examine the circumstances of the arrest and the evidence to determine whether a reduction is possible. New York law allows various ways to defend against aggravated DWI charges. Because it is an enhanced offense, achieving a reduction takes strong facts and careful legal strategy. Defense approaches may focus on whether the officer had reasonable suspicion or probable cause for the stop, whether Miranda issues affected statements, or whether there are problems with the chemical testing process. Breath analyzers in Manhattan must be calibrated and maintained under specific rules, and gaps in records can affect reliability. Witness accounts may also counter observations made at the scene. Understanding how Manhattan courts operate, from arraignment to potential indictment, helps a person and their attorney build an approach suited to the venue and procedures. Aggravated DWI cases carry serious risks, affecting a person's license, finances, and freedom. Prompt action can influence the direction of a case, including the possibility of seeking reduced charges. Support from a lawyer at a law firm familiar with Manhattan DWI practice can help someone navigate the process with clarity and preparation. The Kugel Law Firm at 111 E 125th Street 2nd FL, New York, New York, 10035, United States, can be reached at 212-372-7218 for guidance during this difficult time.